Now, in the university, for students who study French in the university, when they got to their third year, they are obliged um, to do what they call a language immersion program, which the main idea is to make them feel acculturated to the French culture, the French language. And in Nigeria, so far, with the establishment of the Nigerian French Village, this is where most French students go in their third year to feel like. But based on our research and some of the interviews we have with some of the students who have been there and we came back, we found out that most of these students are not pleased with how with the essence of the French language, because one of them told us that yes, they said we should speak French everywhere, but yeah, we speak Yoruba, we speak English everywhere, and yes, it just defeats the essence of having the language immersion program. So, what do you think can be done? What really is the problem, and what do you suggest can be done to make that place, even if we can't go out to France, to what can we do?
This has been a long-standing problem. It got to a point that the government decided that it did not have the money anymore to send language students abroad for the immersion. I guess it's also a question of the numbers. The numbers were increasing and so on. In our own days, there were not so many. There were not so many universities, offering French and things like that. So for French, for German, for Portuguese. And then it also happened that when they sent students abroad, they would refuse to come back. That happened mostly with German and Portuguese. The students were sent to Brazil, they just refused to come home. Many were sent to Germany, they refused to come back. But anyway, if we limit ourselves to the French village, I was actually part of the project drafting committee of the French village when it was about to be established. And it was put in Badagry because of the closeness to Benin Republic, with the hope that the students would be able to regularly maybe go to Benin Republic, go to Cotonou, spend maybe a day, drop them in the morning, pick them up at night, and things like that, to have that exposure. Unfortunately, like you said, the students themselves do not feel satisfied with that, because what is missing, of course, is that whole foreign environment. I mean, once you step into Cotonou, you know that, or when you step into Benin Republic, you know you have left Nigeria. And that is also part of the whole experience that's supposed to be. But since the government said, we don't have the money, and many of the students themselves are unable to sponsor themselves to France, or even there was a time people were going to Togo and so on. That still became difficult, So I think that it's an issue that we have to rethink. I personally would like students to have that foreign experience, even if it's for 3 months. Let us be able to put them in that foreign environment. However, they could also be together in a university in Cotonou and be speaking English. You know that. So you take out of education what you want.
Sure.
All right. So nothing compelled them to be speaking in Yoruba and in English in the French village. And they are not going to have a policeman follow you all over and say, you must not be, so they themselves are supposed to be mature and be able to make the best of what might not be a very good situation.